stories and short stories. The story of the baby tissue saleswoman. Stories and through the story of a young girl who is not in 6 years, who worked as a tissue salesman walking on the roads between cars, and she is the carrier of paper napkins to sell her while she passed. She went to a lady, but this lady was crying. So the child looked at her and stopped in front of her and looked at her while crying hard. So the lady raised her sight and looked at this little girl, and the child gave a handkerchief to the lady to wipe her tears. The lady laughed and drew a smile on her lips from the depths of her heart in this good and innocent little girl that fills her face. And the child went before the lady gave him the price of the napkins, and went as she laughed to the lady with her wonderful smile. And the habits of this lady to his house, and she grabbed her mobile and sent a message to her husband. "I'm sorry. I love you." And her husband was sitting in the restaurant, and he was sad. And her husband read the message, and she was very happy, and he loved his wife a lot. And from his joy with the message she reached, he gave the bells 50 pounds, and the belly and the joy of this livelihood that was not waiting for him. And he went to a poor lady who sells sweets on the street. So he bought from her for a very small amount and left her 20 pounds. The lady was very happy with this livelihood that she did not have in mind, and praised God. And he went with this money while she was happy and smiling to bring her children meat, because her children do not know what the taste of meat is, and she went to the butcher to buy a piece of meat from him, and bought and went home to cook delicious food for them on the piece of meat, while she was happy and happy. And the innocent child came to her napkin seller to her house. And on her lips is the wonderful smile when she saw the meat and the food she was craving for. Do you know that this child is the reason for the livelihood that gave the man to her mother? Because she is the one who made the lady who was crying happy, and the lady made her husband and her husband happy, the family of this child happy, without being supported. What do you think if each of us tried to be happy as this child did and as this man did, the happiest one around you? Don't be arrogant about anyone.